Good morning. Tuesday morning, Garden of England. Stella thinks this might be important, this one. It's an interesting morning. Here across the road from where I live, in the field. This is actually an old cricket ground apparently. We're walking through it. Yeah, what do you say this morning? In this beautiful frosty, misty morning. Well, I suppose here's some thoughts, right? I'm almost speechless, right? Because of the wonder of Mindstore, right, from me, and the success of it, I ended up in Dallas working, presenting actually 3 two-day workshops that were all part of one course, so a 6-day Mindstore course over a 6-month period last year. And part of that, inevitably, did a bit of tourism. Actually stood for a moment where the traffic had stopped on the very spot where John F. Kennedy was shot. And I remember where I'm one of the ones who can remember exactly where I was when that came on the news in our home in Cumbernauld. My mother crying. Big moment in my life. And if there's a heaven, and I believe there is, and I don't know about this bit, but maybe if you're up there, wherever it is, the vibration, the resonance of heaven, do you get the chance to look down? Does that happen? And so, how does JFK, if he's in heaven with his brother, look down yesterday on his nephew, and obviously his brother's son, standing where the president's been inaugurated, not alongside or not in front of, but behind the oligarchs? What would they think about that? But the bit that's quite surreal for me was not just observing that and hearing that was totally unprecedented, and even 6-8 years ago, 4 years ago, 12 years ago, that would be, the whole of America would be shocked by that type of reality. But there it was, front row. And when the benediction was happening, talking away, not respecting it. Quite interesting. And then what I found really bizarre this morning, just as I saw my feed come in, was the richest man on the planet at some kind of event afterwards, twice giving what looked like, and I wonder again, what does President Kennedy, if he's up there, and his brother, what did he think about, I'm going to say this, a South African white man giving what looked like the Nazi salute twice, linked to his heart. I do hope, eternally hope, that was just a kind of momentary gesture of somehow or other wanting to be with the audience present, but it wasn't what it certainly looked like. But I don't necessarily want you to comment on this stuff, it's just my observation. It's challenging times, but let's all hope and pray that these people are well intentioned, that they will take full responsibility for obviously the power they have. Maybe the only grace might be that the new president of the United States, on his second go at it, doesn't seem to listen to too many people. He seems to be his own man. And maybe they'll all fall out soon enough and he'll just go on with his stuff. But anyway, that was interesting. Yesterday was a very interesting experience. Just for someone like me, you know, my background, it was really quite interesting to see what was going on there. So let's all hope, the sun behind me, that it proves to be a genuinely good new dawn and things work out for the better, not only for America but for the world. I certainly hope so. Anyway, but here's the Mind Store lesson for today. As that sun rises behind me again, as you go into another day, a day of a new era perhaps. The amazing thing about Mind Store is that source, whatever you think it is, if you've been programming your goals, you went through the process of setting them, then the amazing thing is, this is the wonderful thing about it, right now, there are people out there doing stuff that's because of things they do and the consequences of what they do. Through the process of time, you're going to find yourself at the very right moment standing beside whatever the consequences are of their actions today that will help you manifest your goals. Everything you need to achieve those goals that you've set is out there, and things are happening right now that you couldn't even begin to imagine are unfolding, so that you show up at exactly the right moment to take action in what manifests to take you to your goals. Well, hope you have a cracker. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I'm off to the studio today to begin to work on the Mind Store course. See you later. Have a cracker. Bye.